Yo, this is Mayhem from the Father Channel. This is very important about the Conora virus. I have been on the earth for 51 years, okay? And I never seen anything like this growing up. People going to Walmart and other places to buy all this food, toilet paper, etc., etc. I didn't go to Walmart, Wegmans, or mar- um, other places like markets, uh, you know, etc. to buy anything. I went to the corner store, okay, and there's one corner store is kind of big and it has a lot of stuff in there. It's like a small supermarket. I heard by another guy who lives next door to me in this rooming house I'm living in that there was a lot of people in this corner store on the street. Okay, this corner store is kind of big, and it has a good amount of items, like a small supermarket. Real tiny, small, but it had enough room. You can go in. They got different aisles about, let's see, one, two, three, four. I think about four aisles, and you got potato chips. You got canned goods. You got a nice size, small meat market in the back. You can buy fruits like greens, etc., etc. And I heard that in that small place, kind of, what I'm saying, bigger than many corner stores, people was in there buying. There was a lot of people inside, and you know, so I never saw anything like this before. Now, this virus came from overseas in what small town in China, right? And now it came all the way over here, which makes no sense. So most likely, this disease was brought over here. You know, it was brought over here by most likely Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, and it really was brought here to kill many so-called blacks. Okay, and I heard they did some experiments on blacks in Japan. I mean, in China, I think, and oh, excuse me, my thing fell. Oops, upside down. And they said they did experiments on blacks there, and the blacks got sick a little bit, and they got up, and they was cured. Nothing happened to them. Well, most likely, if you take a look, most of our black people are eating messed up things like pork, shrimp, Chinese restaurants, and all the other stuff. So it should be easy for us to get sick because we don't have our own society here. We go by the society of the white man. The Chinese and other nations have their own societies, so they can help their people out quickly. We, so-called African Americans, were shipped here. The so-called Puerto Ricans and Hispanics and Native Americans got their land stolen from them first, Deuteronomy 28:49. And then we came here, Deuteronomy 28:64 and 68. In 68, the Israelites came to America are going to fit Deuteronomy 28:68. The other Israelites, four corners of earth, Deuteronomy 28:64. Okay, they was targeted, but I think they did some tests on them, and it was not that hardly affected. They might also affect people in China, in Africa, and so forth and so on. But most likely, this disease is really to target blacks because we have a high rate of dying from diseases. But but the government doesn't know, that's run by the white man who is Edom, that we are strong and we are protected by the Most High. And so later, the Most High might control these people to get killed. So many white people may die of the disease instead. And this might lead to a war against blacks and whites. And sooner the population of the white might die down, maybe, to a certain number. Okay, and then a war might come out later on, or it may not. But the Conora virus was somewhere across overseas, and it came all the way over here, and now it's in Rochester, New York, in Monroe County, where I reside, the 300-pound demon from hell. I call myself that, but it resided here, and I think 2 people died, and it usually attacks the elderly and the old. But anyways, this virus might be here to not just go after blacks, like I said before, or did I say it before? I don't know. But not just after blacks, but Native Americans, so-called Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, etc. It's targeting them too because they're Israelites. Okay, they are the enemy of the white man. The white man don't care about none of them. They might favor other Israelites more than us, but they gonna target us and hope to get here to lower the population of the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, Native American, Puerto Ricans, Latinos, etc., etc. Especially it's going to go to the poor countries where medical attention is hard, and the company of the United States American can go to these other countries with a cure and charge them a lot of money. Even charge them that they take the chip in their right hand so it can lead to the chip and martial law. Because a lot of people are buying all this toilet paper and all this other stuff, and it's going to go to the, so they the Arabs, but they did a place called Walmart. Everybody know where Walmart is. Maybe Target, maybe a place called Wegmans, a supermarket Wegmans. Tops, that's another big supermarket some of you maybe know of. And they come in and get all the toilet paper and all this other stuff, cleaner products to get rid of the virus that might be contaminated on the tables. People who want to stay in and get rid of the virus there, so they're going to stay in and be quarantined with their own stuff. So the government don't give them their things to make them sicker. Because we do have enemies around here, so-called blacks, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, etc., etc. Well, anyways, shalom, and I'm out. I ain't going to put no scriptures down, but we have enemies. And some of you may know about the scriptures that lead to pertain to the enemies that's coming after us. Well, anyways, shalom, and take care, and be aware, look at the news, and stay close to each other, and so forth and so on. Okay, because we all what we got. Okay, anyways, shalom. I'm out. I'm about to go, and love you, the elect. Keep on doing what you're doing. Whoever in the camp, stay in there. Okay, the sign is accurate. Okay, it's not a chart, it's a sign, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm out.